This is the last video of the Week 10 test. It's concept 8.2c. And again, since it's a C concept, or a C problem, it's not going to show up on the next weekly test, but it will be on an intervention. So this is one that you're going to want to watch in preparation for an intervention test. So we have two things that we're asked to do. We're asked to draw a couple of triangles. The first one is going to be a triangle that we're given certain lengths of sides, one right angle, certain lengths of sides. Problem 8 is a triangle where we're given all angles. I would strongly suggest that any time you have a problem like this, you highlight the facts. Here are the facts. For problem 7, we need a right triangle. You might even put a note here to yourself. That means 90 degrees. With leg lengths of 3 centimeters and 6 centimeters. On a right triangle, the legs are the ones that meet to form the right angle. So we're going to make a triangle, and it doesn't matter which direction you draw it. I'm going to go ahead and make my right triangle by drawing 6 centimeters this way. So that's my 6 centimeter side. Then I'm going to take my protractor and I'm going to place it down. I'm going to figure out where 90 degrees is and just make a single mark at 90 degrees. Take my ruler, and it's a little easier for you to manipulate your things than it is for me to manipulate these things. But I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a line through. Yeah, see, this is the problem with doing this, is it's a little hard to get it exact. There we go. And I need a 3 centimeter line. So I'm going to stick the ruler at 3 centimeters now that I know it's going in the right direction. And I'm going to draw a 3 centimeter line. Let's get the ruler out of the way now. So there's my 3 centimeters. This is the right angle. And then the last part is I need to take my ruler and I need to connect these. And I'm going to do it with my line tool. You do it by sitting your ruler up. Now, this is what your triangle needs to look like. Let me capture that triangle, because it doesn't matter which direction it faces. If you drew your triangle like so, fantastic. We're not concerned about which way. It doesn't say the 3 centimeters has to be on the side, or it doesn't say 6 centimeters tall. It doesn't matter. So however you drew it, as long as it's 3 centimeters by 6 centimeters and meets at a right angle. Our second triangle is based on angles. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line. We don't care. Ooh, that's not going to help us, is it? I guess the triangle or the protractor doesn't work like the ruler does for making a line. So I'm going to get my ruler flattened out here, and I'm going to make a line. And it doesn't matter how long that line is. I'll make my line that long. Get the ruler out of the way. I'm going to put a dot at the end of the line, at each end, and now I'm ready to size up my angles. So I center my protractor so that the line is beneath and it's on the dot. And in this case, we are asked for a 30-degree angle, a 50-degree angle, a 100-degree angle. So I'm going to start with the 30-degree angle. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but I'm going to start with the 30. So there is my 30-degree mark. And I would take my ruler. I'm going to use my line tool. You would take the ruler or the line tool and you would draw through that mark. And you should draw past it. See, you can see where my mark is. I'm going to make sure my line is on that. That is my 30 degree, and I'm going to label it right away. That's the 30-degree angle. Then I'm going to grab my protractor again, put it at the other end, fixed on the line with the dot right there, and I'm going to make a 50-degree mark. So here is 50 right here. Move the protractor out of the way, grab my ruler, or in this case my line tool, go through that, label it right away. 50-degree angle. And now if I take my protractor and I place it, let's see how well I can get this to work. Place it on that, rotate it. Where's the rotator? There we go. Rotate, rotate, rotate. So it's on the line. And look right there. It goes right down through 100. You can see the 100 mark that it went through. So I know then that this is my 100-degree angle. So that's the method for construction. We're going to have an intervention on this. If you decide you want to practice this and you don't have a ruler and a protractor, I will be happy to loan you a ruler and a protractor so you can practice at home before we get to the actual intervention. Okay, so try this on your own and then be sure you ask questions if you're still not sure.